You are listening to And Press Play, written and recorded by James West.
Hello, and welcome back to And Press Play. This week, I'm reviewing Strangers by Nature by Adele, taken from her acclaimed 2022 album 30. Now, this is a song where a little bit of background information definitely helps the listener understand the message conveyed a little bit more. 30 is an album which was inspired by Adele's recent divorce and covers her thoughts on motherhood, fame, divorce, and moving on with her life after the divorce has happened. Strangers by Nature is the first track on the album, and in my opinion, it does a superb job of setting the general tone and mood of the album. The song opens with some sparse keyboard notes, and it immediately confronts the listener, showing that this is going to be a very different album than what we are used to by Adele. After a few seconds of this piano, Adele starts singing, somewhat softly and tinged with melancholy, "I'll be taking flowers to the cemetery of my heart." As an opening line to an album, I love it. It's distinctive, it's powerful. All through this opening voice, the keyboards stay very much in the background, with Adele's voice being the main focus of the listener. Her singing becomes more melancholy and wistful as she continues through the verse, telling the listener about the deaths of her relationships. "Every anniversary I'll pay respects and say I'm sorry, for they never stood a chance as if they could when no one knows what it's like to be us." I love how disarmingly honest these lyrics are. Everything is presented in very blunt terms. There's no flowery language. It's just almost a resigned look at what has happened. With the second verse, there are some strings which accompany the piano, providing a slightly more uplifting musical accompaniment to Adele's voice. This verse offers a glimpse of life after the relationships have ended. "I've never seen the sky this colour before. It's like I'm noticing everything a little bit more." There's a renewed sense of a tentative optimism in her words, which helps give the listener an idea of what to expect from the rest of the album. Now, people say, when you're so heavily invested in something, you can often fail to see what else is going on around you. And I think that's what these two lines really help the listener understand, that although there's these bad things happening, there are other things happening as well. After this second verse, the strings get a bit more pronounced, and they're of almost equal importance to the vocals in this song. It's the first time the music and the vocals are like for like. We get some backing vocals coming in, really helping to pronounce the refrain of "Strangers by Nature," which is sung with a mixture of control and unsureness, as if she isn't sure what to do next, especially given that her voice wavers a little bit, showing that unsureness. This soundscape continues as she sings, "Will I ever get there? Oh, I hope someday to nurture what I've done." Her voice continues this unsureness, almost pleading with her future self to make sure that she does understand the decisions she has made. The music cuts out as she sings "Done," deadening the song, as if she'd suddenly lost all her hope and optimism in moving on. The song then returns back to the sparse piano as she hums for a while before announcing, "I'm ready," over a short piano refrain. This sets the tone brilliantly for what is to come next and helps announce to the listener to get ready for the main event, as well as even telling herself that she can move on. Now, what I quite like about this song is that it's so very different from anything we're used to. If you compare it to 25, her preceding album, Hello has got, that nice bombastic chorus. It's got that sort of powerful opener, whereas this song is anything but a powerful opener. It's almost like the first page of a novel in some ways. You haven't got that amazing powerhouse. You just got this is what's happened, this is what's to come. Now, to conclude, this is one of my favourite songs off 30. It's got simple and effective lyrics, and all of these help set the tone for the album ahead, and I love the sparse keyboard and strings work as that really helps emphasise Adele's voice. In conclusion, I give this song a 4.4 out of 5.
Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.